So if you have acrylic powder in your house and you're not using it because you don't like monomer, I'm about to change your life.
It's not for me to say you love.
Okay, well, I'm not about to change your life, but I am going to show you how I did these acrylic nails without using any monomer. So the first thing I do is I apply some of this foil glue to my nails. Once that is dry, then I go in with a layer of base coat. And I like using this one from SXC because it's actually one of the thickest base coats I've ever used. Here's how my crusty nails are looking. And then I go ahead and apply my nails using the eNail Couture DIY gel. So once I have the nails on and I've already cured them, then I take my 180 file and I'm just going to file around the cuticle area. Once I'm done filing, then I take my buffer and I remove the shine from the nails. Once I'm done buffing and I use a little bit of alcohol just to wipe off any excess dust, now I'm going back in with this thick base coat from SXC and I'm going to apply it to the entire nail. Base gel usually has a sticky, tacky layer, so I'm just going to take some isopropyl alcohol and I'm just going to wipe off that sticky layer. Now, because I am using the foil glue, I need to rough these nails up just a little bit. So I'm going to take my buffer and just gently stroke onto the nails just to give it a little bit of roughage so that the foil glue that I'm using can adhere to the nails a little bit better. So the acrylic powders that I'm going to be using are from SAVILAND. I have a clear in this big one, and then I have these three colors. This one is Cinnabar. I have a gold glitter mix acrylic here, and then the last one is a red acrylic mix, and that one is called Wine Red. I don't remember which collections these are from, but you know, SAVILAND, you could probably find any of the colors. So I have these little cheap dishes that I got from the dollar store over here in Ireland. It's called the Euro store, or it's called Deals. And that's what I'm going to be pouring my acrylic in. It's just easier because it has that little sticky end, so I can just pour my acrylic back in. All right, so now I'm going to go ahead and get that XKJ star glue. You can find those on Amazon or AliExpress. I recommend this particular glue. I have seen people use base gel. I've seen people use foil glue. I've seen, well, you can use whatever. In fact, this method is called the No Monomer Method, if you didn't already know. And baby girl came up with this. She uses a foil glue that requires curing. I didn't have one at the time, so I ended up using this star glue, and it is my best friend. It is everything. It does everything. It is from the gods, okay? Get this particular glue. All right, and once you have the glue on, then you just apply the acrylic on to your nail. Now make sure you wear a face mask. People don't tell you this, but acrylic is a powder. Because you're not using the real monomer, which is going to harden it, the powder gives off dust, and you breathe in dust, and that can give you headaches, that can give you a reaction, it can do anything. It probably even mess with your lungs if necessary. Okay, please wear a mask, and please, this is a disclaimer, I'm not using these products according to the manufacturer's instructions, which means if anything happens to me, it's on my fault. So this is a nail hack. Please be sure to spot test, make sure that you don't have any reactions to the products that I am using. So far, I've not had any issues with them. All right, so the first layer is done. I call that my crumb layer. I call that just the layer that just gets the acrylic on there, background color, whatever you want to call it, just the crumb layer. Once I am done, I take a brush and I dust off any excess powder, and I'm going in again with this foil glue all over the nail. Now for this index finger, I want to go in with this wine red. So once I am completely covering this entire nail with the foil glue, then I pour a layer of the red acrylic powder all over the nails. All right, so now let's move on to my middle finger, and the design that I'm thinking of for my middle finger is going to be a glitter ombre. So I'm only going to apply foil glue to half of this nail, and then we're going to go in and apply that glitter acrylic mix just to this half of the nail. Now the other half of the nail, I will be pouring some clear acrylic on that area instead, but we're going to do that later after I'm done with this glitter. For my pinky finger, whilst we're on the glitter acrylic mix, I'm just gonna completely cover this nail with this gold acrylic mix. And I'm gonna pour this I'm gonna do this twice. I'm gonna do 2 layers of this glitter acrylic mix onto this pinky finger. And once I get to that final layer, then I'm gonna cap it with the clear acrylic powder. Moving on to the ring finger. So for this, I'm gonna do a side French, very similar to what the design is on my thumb. And because I already did my thumb, if you follow me on Instagram, you would have seen the little small tutorial that I did. I also posted a shorts on this channel, my YouTube channel, of me doing the thumb. So it's like a side French with the red, and then I'm gonna do a layer on top of this red of the glitter acrylic mix, and then we're just gonna add some gold foils to this one. On the thumb finger, I actually used some glitter mix from Jolly's Nail Art, but I just wanted to show you different nail arts and different nail designs that you could do with this No Monomer method. Okay, so back to the index finger, and as you go to each nail, it gives the previous nail time for it to self-dry. So with this method, you don't actually need to use the UV lamp to cure because this is a water-based foil glue, so it's gonna self-dry on its own. And usually it takes a few minutes. I think the only con to this method I would say is that you just have to wait. You have to wait for the foil glue to dry before moving on to the next step, because sometimes you might end up having some lumps and some little bumps and stuff. So anywho, we have that second layer of that wine red acrylic powder on. So we're done with that nail. And now we're going to move on to the rest of this nail here. And for this one, like I said, we're just going to go ahead and pour some clear acrylic on here and let that dry. All right, so if you're watching this and you're saying to yourself, well, this looks really like a little dip. It has very similar kind of method like dip powder, but for me, I don't know about you, but the dip liquids, they are just possibly the same as monomer for me. Sometimes even worse, like the smell, it's just a special kind of smell, and I just don't like it. So it is messy like dip. But what I like about this foil glue, it doesn't stick. There's no activation. It's just one product. There's no 4 products. There's no activator and all that stuff. You pour this on. The acrylic powder doesn't stick to it. You can wipe this off just in case. But even if acrylic does get onto this brush, it kind of settles down to the bottom of the foil glue, I've noticed. And I just don't have any issues. So it is messy, but wherever you pink this foil glue is where the acrylic sticks. So you have a better chance of making sure that it kind of shapes properly. It shapes a little bit straighter. There's no filing involved. I'm very lazy. I don't like filing. I don't like monomer. I don't like this. I don't know. I just like little hacks that make me do things a little bit faster, but also makes me look like I did it the regular way. So I just thought I'd plug that in here. If you're thinking to yourself, well, I could just use gel polish. You could use whatever you want to use. It's just, I don't have to cure my hand as much under the UV lamp. I don't have to file as much. I don't have to shape. All I need to do is just pour this acrylic on, sit here and just wait. Okay, so we are done with all of the layers. I have added the clear acrylic and capped all of the nails except the red finger, the red areas. I didn't want to cap that, so just the glitters and stuff. And I take my brush and I dust off that excess. So now we are ready to go in with a layer of base gel over all of these nails. And again, we're going to be using this thick base gel from SXC. Now, because we are not using monomer with this acrylic powder, the monomer is what's going to harden the acrylic powder and give the nail its strength and its shape. So by me not using the monomer, there is a possibility that this nail will bend. It might have a little bit of flexibility. By using this thick base gel, and you need to find the thickest base gel that you've ever used in your life. Just get the thickest base gel that you could find and apply it to your nail, and that's going to give you a little bit more strength. Now, before I cure this, I want to go in with some of this beautiful glitter mix from Charlie's Nail Art. And this is just me staring at this nail, just looking and seeing how beautiful that red acrylic powder looks. Absolutely stunning color. Right, so I take my little brush and I'm just gonna I put a little bit of alcohol on the tip of the brush and I'm just gonna sprinkle some of this glitter mix, this True Love's Kiss glitter mix from Charlie's Nail Art. This is one of the most stunning glitter mixes on the planet from Charlie's Nail Art. It just has the perfect amount of hearts and kisses, and then it has like some shattered glasses. It's just so pretty. When the sun hits this, it was so pretty. But anyway, definitely get yourself some glitter mixes from Charlie's Nail Art. I do have a coupon. It will be down in the description box. I haven't cured this middle finger yet. I just want to add in a little bit more glitter mix onto this ombre because it's supposed to be like a glitter ombre. And I'm going to take this little pink that I got from, I think I got this from Amazon, and just add a little bit of that pink glitter to the top and bottom of this ombre. For my ring finger, I'm going to add in some of the gold flakes or gold foil pieces to the side of this side French. Alright, so here's how the nails are looking once I have all of the designs on. Now I'm just going to go in with a layer of this thick top coat, and then once I'm done curing, I need to file the edges of the nails because they're going to be kind of lumpy and a little bumpy because of the base gels and because of the top gel. So see, that's how it looks there, and then once I'm done filing, that's how it looks. So it doesn't look too bad, okay? And once I am done filing, I take a little bit of isopropyl alcohol and just wipe down any of that excess dust. And here is how the nails are looking. I do hope that you enjoyed this little nail hack. I will say, I got a little bit of fuzz on this nail here, but other than that, the nails turned out okay. So let me know what you think down in the comments of this nail hack. Would you give it a try? And thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.